Democracy has prevailed and we have chosen a planet for the new city. The winner is Omnipotence. And it wasn't even close. By an overwhelming 60% majority, the home of our city will be the floating island Promised Land. If you were really hoping one of the other options would be the winner, rest easy, they will still be involved in a later step in the journey. So, now what? We are on phase 3 of our community challenge in No Man's Sky, and that means we have to decide on a name for the city. This will be the last step before the coordinates will be released and the builders are set free. The most obvious first choice for a city name would be to name it after its host planet, Omnipotence. This fitting name evokes feelings of unlimited power and control, which is exactly how one feels while throwing paper airplanes off the top of its floating islands. I considered adding city or some other official suffix to the end of it, but it felt like the name was plenty strong on its own. Also, this new land will be so much more than just a city. I tried a few combinations of words with Latin origins, but it always sounded too fancy. I even tried Pig Latin, but it lost so much in translation. I wanted something more down to earth, like beneath the grass even. Which leads me to option number 2. This may sound like it's referencing the founder, but it's truly referring to the building blocks of the whole world, Dirtopia. This name combines dirt and onomatopoeia. The clash between grounded fortitude and blissful wonder provides the best of both worlds on just one world. This was recommended by a few different members of the community, and you know what they say, great minds think similarly, often, depending on the situation. Option number 3 is a bit of a reacher. Again, a few different community members presented this offering, and I am very happy to pass along for your consideration, Pigsty. Just to get ahead of any preemptive panic, the Pigsty Metropolis would still welcome any and all refugees that may or may not be descended from the wild boar. What Pigsty represents as a name is the idea of communal creativity. It's a place to enjoy ourselves with like-minded individuals who just want to roll around in the mud to regulate our body temperature and then build a 10-story high-rise. Option 4 is Dirt City. This will be the final vote in the challenge, and to help with the preparation for the upcoming build, here are some important details to be aware of. The build will begin on normal save modes, and you will be responsible for acquiring your own materials. We will be in the Euclid Galaxy, so make sure you have all portal glyphs unlocked and you have access to an ancient portal. To make sure everyone's base stays visible, there will be an imposed limit of only 1 base per player, including myself. If you try to upload more than 1 base on a shared world, there's a good chance your previous one will disappear, possibly out of embarrassment in realizing that it wasn't your one and only priority in life. In the next phase, I'll go over standards for things like roads and general guidelines, but I would encourage everyone to let their personal style shine through. After you set down a base, you may be able to get a look at your neighbors and coordinate cohesive connection points through the Discord or via telepathy. No matter where you are on the planet, I want everyone to think big. There may be a limit to the amount of base components you set down, but there's no limit to your imagination. Actually, there's probably a limit to your imagination. There's gotta be, right? That'd be terrifying if everyone's brain power was limitless, just a bunch of Bradley Coopers running around. Anywho, I hope everyone has a hard hat and loose-fitting jeans because the construction phase will be starting on April 24th. By the way, when you're voting for a name, just remember you're voting for the city name, not your own name. This will not be a legally binding adjustment to your government name, in most countries at least.